Meh. Meh. Do do do. Meh. Do do do. Meh. Do do do. Meh. Do do do. Meh. Is it? Do do do. Is it repeating? Meh. Is it? Do do do. Is it repeating? Meh. Is it? Do do do. Is it repeating? What is happening? Is it? Do do do. Is it repeating? What is happening? Is it? Do do do. Is it repeating? What is happening? What's up? Okay, is the audio actually working? Because it wasn't. I don't know what the problem is. Is there a problem? Okay, and it's not like repeating? I guess that was just a weird artifact on my end. Is there a problem? Okay, and it's not like repeating? I guess that was just a weird artifact on my end. Is there a problem? Okay, and it's not like repeating? I guess that was just a weird artifact on my end. Is there a problem? Okay, and it's not like repeating? I guess that was just a weird artifact on my end. Is there a problem? Yeah, okay. It's like echoing. It's not like repeating? I guess for me. So I can't have the stream open on another tab in order to hear the audio. So I don't know if it's any good. Yeah, it's repeating. Okay. Did it stop? So it's only whenever I have the stream open. I thought the audio was only coming through my headphones, but I'm not so sure. Okay, I still need to get documents open. Man, it has been a while since I did this. I'm not in actor, like, face at all. Or voice, I guess. Actor voice. Yo. Okay. There's this. Okay. No. That's doc. Oh, neat. Highlights listed. Okay. I didn't actually watch the... I know, right? It's a great graphic. I didn't actually watch the VGC matches from this week because I didn't have time. So I don't have highlights from that. So I might just save that for later and do it on request. But we do have highlights for all of the other ones. So I'm looking at that now. This is honestly the first time that I've opened the doc. Yo, GavX. That is X Ninja, is it not? I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to go back and remember all of the correlations between the Twitch names and the Discord names. My brain is also not working super great right now, and I'm not totally sure why. Probably because I stayed up till like 4 a.m. last night. Look at this beautiful doc. Look at it. What a great doc. And my mouse is missing none. Yes, we just started because computers are annoying and don't like to work whenever you want them to. But is there no sound? What? Yeah, that's just you. I was like, I tested the audio earlier and it was working fine. But yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit more. You have stream muted. It's probably that. Refresh might be a good idea. So I do a good bit of work in IT, and one of the funniest things that I like to explain to people is that if you have a problem with a computer, 98% of the time, restarting the computer or restarting the app or refreshing the page solves it. It's truly insane how many times that can solve like just regular old issues. Now, the only thing about working in IT is that you also tend to get your own kinds of problems whenever you're messing around with computers. You end up creating problems that can't be solved by restarting the computer or refreshing the page. And then you have to go and like do coding or whatever, and that sucks. Especially whenever you caused it. Yeah, you fixed. You have audio now. I'm gonna give it till like 8:12 my time, so 3 minutes. And then we'll get started watching. But I do want your opinions now. Which division should I start with? Because we got a lot of divisions now. Like, I think we only had 5 last season. 5 divisions. Yeah, because of West Day was around. Yep. We only added 1 division. I couldn't remember if we had 4 or 5 divisions. Went from 5 to 6, yeah. I realized after I remembered, oh yeah, a West Day, because all the people like in a West Day were the only ones who watched the stream. That's not true. We also got a lot of East. But we'll see about this act. I keep wanting to say this semester, and it's not a semester. That's the wrong word. But I am very interested in the Zenith replays because I don't know anything about Insurgents. I played Insurgents exactly once, and I went, I think it was like 1-7 with the, like, I think my differential averaged out to like -4 a game. I was awful at Insurgents. It was insane how bad I was. And the only win that I had was because the guy basically forfeited. Like, he played the game, but he was like, I'm not into this. Just win it. And I was like, okay. It's the rare time where I'm not alone in my confusion as to the sets or the meta or whatever. I did notice that some of the matches had notes. I was looking at that before I pulled it up. You noted a 100 plus turn battle, so I'm just not gonna watch that one. I think that was Accordo. Yeah, 100 plus turns. Look at that. And then this one, I don't understand this one. Palafin's lost item and set. I'm getting the feeling that it's just a very unusual set / item for Palafin. So I am very interested in this because of that note. And really for no other reason. Watch it. Do you want to watch this one first? I was going to get y'all's opinion on which division we should start in. Oh, I need to get my drink. Because my throat is going to disappear very quickly. So far, we've only had one person contribute any thoughts. So thank you. You made it! Regice, right? I assume because your Twitch name is very similar to one of the players in North. Regice? I don't know how to call you. We don't have highlights listed for VGC because I didn't get around to... how'd I know? Whoa. I didn't get around to doing highlights for VGC because I didn't have time. But hopefully we'll have them next week. Not a guarantee, but... Yeah, sure, pro gamer, that's me. I definitely get paid to do this. Don't want to watch yours? Noted. I'm gonna say VGC for later in case any VGC players. What division are you doing first? We're not going to watch all of the battles. We're gonna do some highlights and then we can watch some more upon request. But if we were to watch every single one of these battles, I would not sleep tonight. That's just how it would go. Like, this would take hours upon hours, and no one wants to watch that many battles. I'm not gonna lie. Yours was embarrassing. We don't have to watch yours then. But I think it's about time we got started. I did hear, I think people have only requested this battle. Yeah, VGC best of 3. Although those battles normally end in like 5 or 6 turns. You'll just dip whenever we watch yours. I don't think we're going to watch yours, because if you're saying it's embarrassing, then we don't have to watch it. We have plenty of other battles that we can watch. But I'm thinking we're going to start with West, because this note makes me curious. Palafin's lost item in set, because I don't know what this means. Pivot put it there, because he's the one who puts together this doc. VGC usually ends in less than 10 battles. Yeah, less than 10 turns. It's very, very quick. I'm actually a big fan of the quickness. I feel like you can run like more off-meta sets, especially in a draft setting in VGC. It's a lot easier too. That's not big enough, is it? Hold on. Hello, Bob the Builder. Can't believe Bob the Builder is in my stream. That's crazy. We're starting off with a West match. So, for those who missed it, this is between Captain Cortez and Twitty. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to bother. So, as you can see, I don't have any lead predictions because I have determined that singles is not my format at all. This guy really likes making his Pokemon male. I don't understand that. Anyway, singles is not really my format. I'm much better at VGC, so my commentating is not good. Lead Palafin. Palafin would make sense purely for the 0 to hero ability. But that does not get damp. I forgot that didn't get damp. Especially because Palafin, I mean, checked by Tangrowth, checked by Thundurus, kind of, if it's faster. That's why we love the comment. The fact that it's not great is why it's amazing. Hey, y'all ever heard of Rage Bait? Yeah, I'm the one doing this because it's literally rage bait. It is because I have 0 knowledge. But yeah, I'm guessing lead Palafin. And over here, I really have no idea. I don't really know how many of these mons play, except for King Gambit, which you usually want in the back. So I'm guessing not King Gambit lead. So yeah, let's just get into it. Tangrowth Palafin. Okay, I was wondering if you would read the Palafin lead. But Shaman Sky, obviously very good. Yeah, good check. Steel type is obviously good. Baton Pass into Iron Head. Pretty easy switch in. Will-O-Wisp, yeah. Will-O-Wisp is kind of a problem into this team. Knockoff Choice Band. Okay. What? Wait. Choice Band Ice Beam? I may not be very good at Pokemon, but I do know that Choice Band Ice Beam is not usually meta, especially on Palf. What is that? Oh, it's got to be coverage for Tangrowth and Thundurus, obviously, but this is a special attack. Ooh, Air Slash, okay. Oof. Big read on this sucker. Failed, obviously. Hello, we just started. For those joining, this shiny's kind of cool, except for the red right there. Bulk up's big. Volt switch out, I'm guessing into Wheezing. Okay. Head Smash does a lot. Your audio only? Oh, snap. My commentary is not fast enough for this. Right now we're sitting at Cortez has lost his Embor. He has a Nasty Plot Thundurus. And it just took out the Rotom Heat. Palafin comes back out. Jet Punch picks up the kill. So now it's 4 versus 5. Yes, this is not Pivot. I should clarify. This is Enchanted. Yeah. It is me. Pivot is the one that's in chat. He doesn't like to use his own Twitch account. So he just uses the Lumiose Battle City one. Just so we're clear. But it is 4v4 now. Back to the Ice Beam Palafin. Surely it gets a physical ice move, right? Like, surely Palafin gets some kind of, like, physical move that can cover grass or flying. Yeah, it gets Ice Punch, yeah. Okay, so why is it running Ice Beam? Why is it running Ice Beam? Was he trying to read, like, the super physically defensive? Wavecraft, yeah, that's obviously just gonna kill. I don't know why the Terra. Or why he even put it in at all, honestly. Oh, I guess for Sucker, but I don't understand the Terra Psychic. Ooh. Palafin goes down to a close combat from Mega Gallade. Oh, Tangrowth has 50 special defense? I did not know that. I'm not even gonna lie. I do not know stats. Did a decent chunk. Oh yeah, good as gold. That's unfortunate. Yep, and it looks like Cortez. Yeah. And that is the game. Tweety. I don't know how to pronounce this name. I'm sorry. Someone scream at me in chat. Get out to a local event. I haven't been to any locals. No, I haven't had a lot of time this week. Between work and all the other stuff going on. Yes. Band revealed the same term as Ice Beam. That's like, just take a second and you're just like, excuse me, huh? Huh? Ice Beam with Choice Band. But I would like to go to a local event at some point this summer. The only issue is that I don't own Scarlet and Violet, so I don't think I could play VGC without spending some money, which is kind of sad, because I would only go to play VGC. But that was the only highlight listed for West, so I'm guessing the rest of the games weren't very interesting. I do want to see this battle. Firebro and O2, that one guy. Yeah, I need to buy Scarlet Violet. Yeah. No, I'm thinking Firebro game next. I gotta know what happened. OS Day. Yep, we're back to OS Day. Or play TCG. I don't have modern cards. The cards that I have are from Sun and Moon era when I would play with my brother. So, and I'm not willing to get into a TCG right now because that is a continuous continuous cost as opposed to a one-time cost. All paths lead back to Oeste. Yep, Oeste's back. Firebro versus O2, that one guy. I do believe I know the outcome of this. So I did get a little spoiled. The only cards you have are from the Delta Species era. Hey, your age is showing. You don't follow TCG? I follow a little bit because I listen to this one podcast that talks a lot about VGC. It's Pokemon in general, but the hosts are really into the VGC right now. So I have vague following of it, and apparently it's kind of like the market is really good for singles because a lot of singles are like pretty reasonably priced. But if you're wanting to just go and like crack packs and see what you get, it's insane right now. Like the market is awful. But yeah, lead predictions. Let's see them. I don't know what I'm thinking over here. This could be an Annihilate lead. I could also definitely see Slurpuff because Slurpuff gets Sticky Web. Sticky Web makes sense to me, like, just as baseline lead. Magic Coat Slurpuff. Yeah, it's definitely Magic Coat. Is it Scarf? What are you talking about? But I'm thinking Slurpuff lead over here, because that makes sense to me. Probably Goldango? I don't know. Starmie lead real. Scarf Aloe. Yes, it's definitely Scarf Alomomola. That makes a lot of sense. Sorry, sound killed me. I didn't see who led. Oh, Magic Coat, that's right. It was Clodsire. Okay. Goldango does come out. There's Chiyu. A lot of switching already. Back into Clodsire. Flamethrower does a half-decent chunk. Amoonguss. Back into Goldango. It's going to be a lot of this, I feel. Saluna, Thunderwave, Immune. This battle was done the Monday it started. It did a decent chunk, not as much as I thought. Ooh, good read. Good read. Firebro pulling out the stops. Oh, special defense drop, kind of big. Obviously switch. There's the Sticky Web. Back into Amoonguss. Defog, yep. Yeah, you can just see you randomly. Yeah, you can tell which battles you watch because you always talk. Yeah, sorry about the music at the start there. Spore comes out. The Hydra set was heat, I'm sure. Blood Moon. Yeesh. This thing's kind of scary. Toxic could be good though. Went for the read. Classic Firebro move. Hurricane, half chunk, Confusion, Oofka. Focus miss, am I right? I am noticing the nicknaming theme over here. I mean, it's not that hard to notice, but you know. Magic Coat. I forgot that Magic Coat was a move, I'm not even gonna lie. Aromatherapy. Back into the Luna Blood Moon. Make it rain? No, recover. Okay. Bop. Goodbye. Focus Blast did not miss this time. Firebro has like 3 sets. Gotcha. Terror Ground Chiyu makes sense. Terror Blast still does a pretty good chunk. Back into Slurpuff. And into Starmie. Flip turn back out. Dazzling Gleam, resisted. Probably recover this turn. Switch into a Loma Mola. Did not see that coming. Back into Amoonguss. Get some spikes out. What is he doing? He just switched, like, hold up. Okay. So, D-Gleam into the Claude. And then he switched to a Loma Mola. And then he switched to Amoonguss. And then he switched to Chiyu. That was like 4 switches in a row. What is happening? Like, what pressure is this Clodsire providing that he would need to switch 4 times in a row? I mean, yes, Regenerator, but I don't understand. I guess take what chances you can get. Clearly, I don't play singles. It still seems a little unnecessary. Healing Wish. Oh, yeah, Wish back up the Chiyu. Okay. Makes more sense. There's a good chunk. Doesn't quite kill. Terra Blast, resist. Might lose. VGC mind can't comprehend switching. That's kind of real. Honestly. Ooh. Psychic. Kills the Amoonguss. The House of Cards is falling. Psychic takes it down. Annihilate. Rage Fist. What's the play here? Shadow Ball, I assume? Oh, Hex. That also makes sense. Thunderwave into Hex. Rage Fist doesn't do that much because it hasn't been hit that much. And that's the game. Congrats, that one guy. Fire Bro, I don't understand singles. That is, this only ever used Healing Wish. Feels a little bit like a waste, but I also don't know what this thing checks because this is a lot of special attackers. Fire Bro doesn't either. It's a good point. Watch your game versus Alex. All right. Switching is also a big part of VGC. Yes, it is a big part of VGC, but it's also I feel like a lot harder to justify, like hard switching. Because switching is like critical to singles. If you aren't like switching in the checks and switching in the counters pretty constantly, then you're just gonna get switched in on. Whereas in VGC, like most of the time, because you have the option to double into a mon, and there's so many speed control options that you'll almost always have, you don't like switching is a much bigger commitment, especially because then you're not just losing like an attack. Your opponent has another attack on top of you. And so if they read you correctly, or if you switch in a mon expecting like one move to go into that mon, and you switch in something that's immune or resisted, they could just both not attack that one. And then you just don't get a turn. And they get a free mon. And like a knockout in VGC is like percentage-wise a bigger deal than in singles. There are matchups where it matters, like having your weather terrain or even Trick Room Pokemon in the back makes it valuable. You're correct. Switching is a big deal, but I would argue that it is... I don't actually play... I don't, like, the way that I play VGC, I try to avoid switching usually. Like hard switching. I prefer to use items like Eject Button and Eject Pack. Down south. Down south. Whoa, what's happening? You're saying this one? Okay. Stuff that happens on Switch is what makes Switches valuable in VGC. True. All right, we'll watch this one. I see a Shuckle, and I like Shuckle. Contrary Shell Smash Shuckle is hilarious. Eject items hella underrated in singles too. I can't speak to that. But yes, I do think that eject items are really cool. You did not mark it as a highlight? Okay. Well, I knew that. I don't know why I asked that. Point is, very interesting looking teams. I don't feel like Enamorous is always like higher up there in terms of points, but I don't really see it drafted that much. I'm not entirely sure why that is. Eject items are super useful in VGC. Yes. Because when the turns are shorter, the fact that it's single use matters a lot less. Like this week I used, I think it was Eject Pack Tinkaton in order to more easily get multiple fake outs. Moonblast plus EP is OP. I don't remember what EP stands for. Oh, Enamorous plus Petrant. Okay. I just needed to read more, apparently. I did not think of that as a core. Interesting. Earth Power? Oh, Earth Power. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see it. This is random person, correct? And then the other one, I forgot. Alex, that's right. Defog, Toxic. Aw, shucks. Nice. Not playing Contrary Shell Smash is disappointing. Eject Pack Spin Out Rev. The Infestation comes out, and now, so this is just like the biggest stall to ever stall. Sticky Webs got out. Hot take, but single sucks. I don't think it sucks, I just don't understand it, and so it's harder for me to appreciate, if that makes sense. Like, I enjoy singles. I think it's kind of fun to play, but I can't do well like in a serious setting, right? I much prefer VGC. I like the complexity. I like the shorter battles. And I also like the fact that actual type charts matter a little bit less. Speed tiers matter a little bit less because of the fewer mons. Heatran is a mon that I want to use in singles more. Because I think it's really cool. I just don't know how to use it. Long stally battles are the only way. Here's the thing. The longer the battle, the higher chance I screw up, right? Curse Petrarunt. Interesting. Haven't seen that one before. Another curse. It's kind of cool tech. I guess reading a switch there. Curse doing some damage. Now it's just recover stall. VGC is all about field conditions. Yeah, a lot of field conditions. Really big deal. Memento. Huh. I don't remember the last time I saw Memento used in a battle. Did he forget he was mementoed? Ivy Cudgel picks up the kill. Vileplume back. U-turn. Back into Petrarunt. This Petrarunt holding down the fort a little bit. Leech Seed. This Vileplume ain't gonna die. Except it did get cursed. Synthesis, Leech Seed almost picks up the kill. Recover gets off first, though. Pimp Knight Caterpie sweep. I don't understand what that means. I've never seen those words in that order before. Speaking of long and stally. Yeah, Petrun's set was pretty good. It still is, I guess. It's not dead. Curse is a move that I wish was better. I don't know. Oop, Nightshade. Not scared of getting hit by anything. Surely this thing is running body press though, right? Recover back up. Lots of Nightshades. Never heard of Pimp Knight in his crusade to make terrible Pokemon sweep Ubers. I'm not familiar with that section of the internet. Not in my wheelhouse. Petrarunt carries random person to a win. Yeah, I don't know who Pimp Knight is. I'm not chronically online, and I'm in too many fandoms. Slapped Curse on a normal set. I mean, yeah, Recover, Shadow Ball, like, obviously super standard. I'm assuming the last one is some kind of poison coverage that he just didn't need. Well, maybe not. Poison's really only good into Gallade. Or not Gallade, Iron Valiant. I read the nickname. And when we get to Zenith highlights, you have a challenge for me, okay? Boo. Boo, there's a bot. Kill the bot. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta ban this bot real quick. Yeah, account created yesterday. Goodbye. He has been stabbed. Boo, bots. Okay, sorry. Bots, kill this guy with hammers. What were we talking about? I missed that. Oh, Zenith. You have a Zenith challenge for me. Shame him into thinking about his actions. Oh no, he got banned from the Lumiose Battle City Twitch channel. Whoa. He's crying to himself to sleep. Mi computadora. Okay, we back. Okay. You were so comfortable bringing Curse into Muck. That makes sense. I feel like Muck is such an annoying mon. I don't like fighting against it. It's not fun. Because it doesn't feel like it's that good. But it's always that good into me because I'm so bad at dealing with it. Yeah. Okay. Do we watch the other South highlights? LOL's replays? Okay. Where's LOL's? LOL's. I don't know which. Oh, here we are. Zenith. Figure out when he Mega Evolves? What? You only know Muck for Minimize? He's because in VGC? Yeah. I remember Minimize was a pretty big deal in VGC a little while ago. I hate those strats. They're not fun. Like, they're just not fun to play. They're not fun to play against. It kind of feels like it takes out the skill of the game, because if you just follow me 3 times in a row and then minimize, and then it's just roulette wheel, do you win? Pokeathlon replays. I have never watched a replay in for Insurgents before. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, they also die to any competent battler builder. Yeah. I kind of agree. Someone skilled enough at getting it set up, I feel like could deal pretty well, and it could be like an even match, quote unquote. but it's such a... Oh, yeah, Kowtow Cleave. Yep. I forgot that there are moves that just don't check accuracy. Me when I click Haze. It's true. Just figure out when he Mega Evolves? Okay. When which one Mega Evolves? It's Delta Regice. Regice. I remember that one. Right? Delta Regice? Yeah, Regice Delta. Is that misspelled? I don't know. Oh yeah, these are played at 120 for those who aren't familiar with when lulls. Lulls. Okay. I don't know. Does it have to do with the Zoroark? Is there a Zoroark Mega? There's a Zoroark Mega, isn't there? Anyways, let's watch it. Gliscor. Protect. Toxic Heal? What the... Are they oh, they're both Poison Heal. Okay. I was like, how did they both get poisoned? Oh, yeah. Screen bigger, my bad. That good enough? I don't know how else to do that. U-turn out. My goodness, there's a bug in my room. Regice Delta. Taunt again. Can't use Stealth Rock, yep. Scald does a good chunk. Protect. That Metagross, it looks funny. It's Delta Metagross. Spider? Yeah, Metagross Delta Spider. Did Shadow Gear win this week? I don't know. I haven't checked. And I don't watch all of the battles. No, did I miss it? Did I miss the Mega Evolve? I haven't been paying too close attention for that. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, no, Shadow didn't win. Okay. More spikes. Lots of hazards. Very confusion. I don't understand Insurgents. I understand it even less than regular singles. Somehow. Like, you would think that that'd not be possible. But... you watch most, but Zenith is fake. Real. Rapid Spin. Very nice. Is this Boots or Clear Body? Because there was Sticky Webs out, wasn't there? How many turns is this battle? No one's died yet, and I feel like it's been a hot sec. Milotic Delta. Stealth Rocks come out. Toxic working its magic. There's the Zarude. Hex does like nothing. Knockoff. Not a big deal. Is this a Mega Zoroark thing? It's gotta be. I don't see a way in which it's not. Delta Spider. Takes spikes. Earthquake does basically nothing. Because it poison heals out. Sticky Webs come back out. Because of course they do. I also think we missed. I think he already Mega Evolved. But I don't know where. Yeah, this battle isn't exactly the fastest. What gave that away? My goodness. My goodness. Are they like the same set? Sticky Web, U-turn, Earthquake. Okay, not quite. They both have Protect and Earthquake and a hazard setting move, though. Oof. Back into Gliscor. It's Insurgent stuff. That's why all the Mons are at level 120, because max level in Insurgents is 120 for some reason. I think it's rather pointless, and it throws a loop for stat calculation, I think. In my mind, anyway. Delta, Fiery Dance. Ooh, that's scary. Earthquake just takes it out, though. Isn't that like Fire Rock? No, Fire Ghost. Okay. There is the Mega. Yeah, that was a Mega, but that wasn't LOL's Mega Evolving. LOL's is this one. We're watching from the perspective of LOL's. And we need to know when they Mega Evolve, I should say. It's still going, my goodness. So this thing is, it's boots. Right, yeah. Haven't seen Boots Tentacruel before. Gonna be honest. Rapid Spin. It's just gonna be constant rapid spins, I guess. How slow is this thing? Oh no, it went first there, never mind. Yeah, LOL's is the one that's has the hard to detect Mega. And this is Zoroark. Dark Pulse. Did he Mega that first turn? I know that this thing is Zoroark. But yeah, I can see there's the real Gliscor. Once stuff starts dying, it's just a domino, a little bit. Was the Mega there? Like, did it Mega to deal that damage? Like when it first came in? Pivot! Has the Mega happened? Dang, Earthquake picks up the kill. Back into Regice. You don't know when it Mega Evolved? Oh, there it is. Oh. Yeah, it Mega'd when it came in as Gliscor the other time. That's kind of weird. When it came in as Gliscor. It Mega Evolves when it was Gliscor, and I'm guessing why is it? Oh, Trace Storm Drain into Scald. Yo. What is happening? But its ability should have changed? I don't think that's the way it works. I think it keeps Imposter until it's hit, I think, or something. I'm not entirely sure. I think it only changes to Trace later on. I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah, clean 6-0. Very impressive. Congratulations, LOLs, for winning in a format that no one else understands. I mean, Pivot kind of understands. He's the one who advocated for it. Fine, we can watch your battle pit. Pivot versus Yuji. Pivot and only Pivot. Game of all time. We gotta watch from Pivot's perspective. I drafted this thing when I played Insurance, and I thought it was cool. Fairy Fire is a cool typing. It's an interesting interaction. Truly very interesting. Insurgence is Pivot's favorite thing in the whole world. You played awful and did not prep. Sounds like me every time I play singles. I'm very bad at prepping. Like, in general. Hoopa Delta into Lantern Delta. Rock Polish Wailord Delta. Interesting. I guess I should have guessed that was a rock type. It's probably rock flying, right? Ice flying. It's not a rock type? That's wild. Why are so many of the deltas ice type? Surf picks up the kill. Not a great start for Pivot. Milotic, though. Hurricane miss. Moonblast picks up the kill. Did a lot of damage. Scrafty Delta. Why does that exist? It barely looks any different from regular Scrafty. Yuji has all Insurgent spawns. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, I agree. I gotta agree. Brave, going for a Calm Mind. know nothing about Insurgent, so it sounds like gibberish. I mean, a little bit. I assume it's Polyrath Mega, yeah. Liquidation. Dry Skin. I forgot about that dry skin thing. Hypnosis? Hey, yo. Dynamic Punch. Is it No Guard? Yeah, No Guard. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Why he's running Hypnosis and Dynamic Punch. Moonblast is a good chunk. What type is this thing? Pure Grass? Interesting. Would not have guessed that based on its design. No Guard Hypnosis. Yeah. That sounds awful to fight against. Just not fun. This thing is water fighting still. Okay. Doesn't really look like it, but it must be a shiny. Dynamic Punch. More Dynamic Punch. You really thought that Scrafty was an April Fool's sprite? It does kind of look like it, doesn't it? But it's also shiny. So that's probably why. I think he's doing all shinies. Because if you look here, it looks more green. So I do see the resemblance for the April Fool's sprite, though. I gotta agree. I remember, like, on April Fool's Day, I didn't know that they did the April Fool's sprites this year. Because, like, I only really seriously got into Showdown, like, about a year ago, actually. And so I was like, what is happening? Why does everything look like this? Thirsty for accurate sleep moves. We were running Gravity Sandy Shocks to make Espathra viable. Ooh. Weakness Policy Avalug Delta. It's kind of heat. But yeah, even as a VGC player myself, I don't actually care for sleep moves that much. I don't think they're a fun way to play. Yeah, Spore is the only thing making Amoonguss so good. Not totally true. Ooh, special attack drop. Nice. Amoonguss also, like, Regenerator is still a useful ability. Even if... what's it? Even if there isn't as much switching in VGC. And also Rage Powder is a really good move. And then, you know, the little bit of healing. More than half the reason. That's fair. Why do I like playing VGC? I like the shorter battles. For one, I think that it's more interesting and it is less of a chance for me to mess up. Because as longer single battles go on, I tend to make more and more mistakes because I get in my own head. Yeah, congratulations, Pivot. Winning 3-0 when apparently you didn't prep. But yeah, shorter battles. I think it's more interesting having the reset and the best of 3. I like the best of 3 because it's like a chance to sort of like go back and fix mistakes. I think it's interesting. 51% Spore, 54% or 45% Rage Powder, and then 4% Regenerator typing bulk. Yeah, that makes sense. Spore is like the best thing about Among Us, which is why I kind of don't like to use it as much. And then there's also the whole thing of I play rain teams in Among Us. Actually, it's kind of hard to fit onto rain teams in a way, because you kind of use a lot of support just to get rain going. MVP? Y'all saying MVP? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Amoonguss is also fraud in draft. Honestly, agree. Yeah, it's not hard to prep for because you know exactly what set it's running. Like, you just kind of run safety goggles on your most important thing, and you're just kind of fine. I will say it would have been a lot better if safety goggles were not an item. Got tired of watching me scroll past them last season. Now you just pulled them. Fair. I'm not. I can't read those things super well. Apparently, I'm not gonna say that I'm not observant. I'm observant, just not when it comes to like noticing those kind of things. Unbold the Zenith games next week for the people. Yeah, might as well unbold all the VGC games while you're at it. We'll watch a few VGC later, but those are not necessarily the favorites of pivots. Describing Amoonguss in Gen 5 VGC. Grass wasn't immune to powder moves either back then. You are correct. Amoonguss was very, very good. Actually, no, wait, hold up. Am I thinking of... Gen 6 is when they added in the type immunity for grass, right? Or the powder immunity. Or was it Gen 7? I don't remember. Sheer determination. Nice. Yeah. Gen 6, yeah. I'm guessing that was purely for Amoonguss, because that thing was really good in Gen 5. And then there was also the reworking of the type chart in Gen 6. And then again in Gen... No, they removed the steel resistance to Ghost and Dark Gen 6, I believe. And if they hadn't, Aegislash would have been even better. Amoonguss had to pay for its sins. True. I don't like fighting Amoonguss in like ladder on VGC, but in draft it's kind of a fraud. Because if you know you're fighting it, it's a lot easier to deal with. Okay. Man-Bear Pig leading with Blastoise. MVP battles make me feel like I'm insulting my Pokemon by not using them as well as he does. That's kind of real, though. Then they made it resist Fairy, and suddenly it had something else it was really good at. True. It's still, like... It's still a very good type, but... MVP makes me stare at the most random moves trying to see what he's seeing. I mean, yeah. Like... MVP he comes up with the craziest sets. I mean, this feels pretty standard so far. Scald, Flip Turn, and then Discharge, Nasty Claw, and like, I don't think there's anything particularly shocking about that so far. Terra Grass, okay. Ooh. That's crazy. Did he read the Terra Grass? Hold up. It's not like tech sets that would only work once, or like, wow, it actually worked. It's like, yeah, of course that would work. That's true, and no one else has like ever created it, and he's like just innovating things that make perfect sense. I am curious if he read the Terra Grass, or if he just remembered that it was Terra Grass and was like, Air Slash is probably the safer move. Not sure. But getting the para on the discharge is pretty nice. Especially against Pheasantipity. Not a huge fan of that thing. He's going with the South Park names again. Curse. Okay. Avalanche. Alright. Gets the read on the Earthquake. Still outspeeds, though. Takes it out. Sadness. Aqua Jet gets the kill. Absol, Mega Absol, actually. Knocking off the Assault Vest, Body Press, gets the crit and KOs. Does crit matter? I don't know if crit mattered there. I feel like it might have. Sword Stance to Blade. Makes sense. Trying to get the burn. Oh my goodness. It makes sense, but it's dealing like no damage. Oh my goodness. Earthquake gets the kill. I think that's basically just it. That's crazy. It's not even just MVP sets. Like, he also just plays super, super consistently well. Like, also this is kind of heat. Like, having 3 water moves on one Pokemon. Like, I'm kind of a fan. Max defense, for sure, but You've prepped with him before and bro does it like instant. That's crazy. Like he just does it like on command. He's just like, oh, this is a cool set. This man is dead. He just doesn't know it yet. The only man who can get away with glazing this much because it's justified. He's helping you prep this season? Nice. Congratulations. Your chances of winning just went up by like 20%. Like, off rip. He's in your corner, chances go up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you're gonna ruin the mod sweep. You're gonna ruin the mod sweep week 2. I haven't played yet. I'm gonna ruin it. My matchup isn't ideal. It's over. All the mods must remain undefeated. If even one of the mods goes undefeated, that's insane. Of the 5, there's 5, right? Me, Pivot, O2, X Ninja, Spires. Yep, that's it. Spires hasn't played week 1. He got an extension because his opponent was on vacation. Yeah, 5 of us. If even one of us goes undefeated, that would be truly insane. Best chances, I would give Pivot probably best chance because it's Insurgents. And Insurgents is like, there's probably a good few people here who it's their absolute first time playing Insurgents. So you're like right off the bat more likely to get wins because of that, like just having experience. I would also put my chances as pretty okay, purely because I have a lot of VGC experience and I'm using a team, like the kind of team that I'm if he doesn't go undefeated we ban him. Real. I'm using a team that I really like, the archetype that I really like, which is Rain, and I have Archaludon and Pelipper, which are 2 of my most used Pokemon, like, period. So I feel like my chances are okay, but there's a lot of very skilled VGC players here. Like Mewizard is good, Regigice is good, who else? Lux is good, Nerdy is good. I don't know who's new. I know Alaskan Prairies is new. And then there's a few others. Bob is new. Chances you will not go undefeated. I don't think I will. But like chance-wise, I feel like I have a decent chance of going like, 6-1 or 5-2. I like my team. Bob is new, but he played well. I have high hopes for Bob. I haven't watched his battle yet. I've been meaning to. His team really interested me. I don't remember what it was, but he had a neat team. New to VGC. Sorry. Bob is new to VGC. It's a little different than being new to LBC. Bob said it was his first VGC game. He said it was his first doubles game, which is also kind of crazy. Doubles is like, I don't think people tend to understand that doubles is a very, very different format from VGC. Like, the fact that you only use 4 it's a complete game changer over doubles, because with doubles you can guarantee the 6 mons. You're going to have access to their tools at any point, which lets you account for more variables. Having access to only 4 at a time means that you have to look at your opponent's team and you have to decide, okay, based on what sets I think they're running, these 4 are going to be the most useful. And then you also kind of have to plan, like, which 4 am I going to use? Like, prep is completely different compared to doubles, comparing doubles to VGC. Very, very different formats. I have never played a doubles draft league. I'd be very interested to, except that I feel like I would trip myself up because I'm so used to VGC. It's a skill to know what 4 your opponent will bring. That is true. Playing with only 4-point mons is tough. Oh, that's right. I forgot. You were the one who was playing with the 4-point mons, right? Regice? Is that you? Hold up. I'm not remembering names very well. Watch you versus Bob? Okay. I shall. I don't think we've watched all of the highlights. We haven't watched X-Term versus Pyro. We'll do a VGC, and then we'll go to X-Term, and then we'll go to Random Minecraft. I don't think we didn't watch very much South. We'll get to one of those later. But yeah, we'll watch the Nerdy versus Bob set. I'm very interested. I'm a really big fan of Bob's team. Farigiraf is just a solid pick. Annihilate, I hate playing against Annihilate. It's so scary to me. And then Ursaluna Bloodmoon. I feel like he has some anti-synergy drafting Weezing Galar. Because he has some mons that are, like, that get a lot of use out of their abilities. Like, Defiant can be a big deal into Intimidate teams. Armor Tail is really good. Yes, thank you for the replay sorting. It's very good. Although, combined with Toad Scroll to get Fast Spore is pretty cool. So a little bit of anti-synergy there. Nerdy, your team is pretty neat also. I don't know the last time that I saw Great Tusk in VGC. I don't pay attention to much draft VGC, which is a little different. MCAT, hello. Weezing Galar is legit annoying to prep for. That's kind of true, especially if you have mons that rely on abilities. If you don't, then you can kind of just work around it. But, like, if you rely on Prankster Whimsicott. Haven't seen an Orthworm or Staraptor in doubles. Staraptor has cool stuff. Like, Intimidate is just useful. Reckless for extra damage. Orthworm, like Earth Eater, is pretty useful. It can have some niche against Ursalunas for their ground coverage. Guys are gonna go drink some water. Wish you luck. But yeah, he also has Flutter, so you know, he's kind of chilling either way. That's really the only problem with Annihilate here is that it just straight loses to Flutter. It walls both Ursalunas, yes. It's pretty good for that reason. Otherwise, it kind of just doesn't get a lot of support, I think. Only problem with prepping for Weezing is that it can also just not run Neutralizing Gas. Also true, because it gets Levitate as well. Misty Surge, I think, could have some niche application, but you're usually only going to see Levitate or Neutralizing Gas, and most of the time it's going to be Neutralizing Gas, especially in a draft format. But let's just get into game one. Staraptor, Great Tusk. Weezing Galar. Okay, so he's going the Fast Spore route. Final Gambit. Oh, that's crazy. Final Gambit Staraptor. Holy. That was its only move, wasn't it? Wait, no, that's not how Final Gambit works. I'm thinking of Last Resort. Never mind. Never mind. I stand corrected. It does. I just killed the Weezong ASAP. Yes. Yeah, it does more. I was like, I was thinking of Last Resort instead of Final Gambit. Trick Room up. Loses to Orthworm, like we were saying, though, which is a problem. Body Press. That did a little bit less than I thought. Oh, Earthquake with the Earth Eater. I see the vision. That did so much less than I thought it would. Holy. Yeah, Orthworm is actually a lot better than I thought. I have never, like, personally watched an Orthworm wall in Ursaluna. But now that thing is going to be in the back of my mind for every draft league. Because I hate dealing with Ursaluna. Yeah, that was quick. 6 turns. That was Helping Hand, Blood Moon, and it did what? Hold on. What were the numbers? Blood Moon, 33%. It did a third. It didn't even do half. Max special defense, no defense investment. Yeah. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Because I'm guessing Orthworm is only there to... against regular Ursaluna, yeah, because it has much higher defense stat, right? And I feel like regular Ursaluna has just a lower damage output without Guts. But yeah, crazy game. Orthworm popping off game 1. I do see that this went to a game 3, so it looks like Bob did get one. Great Tuskster Raptor again. Going straight into Annihilate and whatever the other one is. Giraffe-Rig. Is that what it is? For a giraffe. Blech. Earth Eater for EQs and Blood Moon. Yeah. Bulldoze. Speed control. I'm confused about the Bulldoze. Neutralizing gas. Oh, gets rid of Earth Eater. Terra Fire. Oh, Bulldoze to boost Rage Fist, I guess. And then also drop speed for Trick Room. Drain Punch does a chunk. A bit less than I thought it would have. Heatwave picks up the kill. It's not Defiant then. He wanted to activate Defiant. Ah, yeah. Was he just not Defiant? I'm confused. Hold on, I wasn't paying attention to that part. It should have activated Defiant. I don't know. Oh, no, wait. Defiant only activates on your opponents. Yep. Yeah. I'm reading chat now. Yeah. Makes a lot more sense. But solo Flutter, don't think can win a 3v1. Although his other is Sneasel. Oh, Triple Axle. Okay. That might just pick up the kill. Yeah, I can't get rid of both. Oh, Triple Axle miss. Whew. Sash. Heat Wave, and then Triple Axle gets the kill. Slow Flutter. Or this thing's just fast. No, it is a slower Flutter. I guess not max speed. I didn't notice that I could just click. Nope, I can't just click game 3-3. Never mind. Good job to Bob, picking up a win. Especially into, like, it's just not a great matchup. Slowish, just bulky. Yeah. Bulky Flutter, it makes sense. Especially into the special attacking powerhouse that is Luna. Oh, Imprisoned Trick Room. Yep, I forgot it has a set like that. I'm guessing we're going to see that now. Oh, he went back to the Toadscruel. Is he going to find... He's predicting the final Gambit. Photosynthesis activated because it's the neutralizing gas. That's really unfortunate. He kind of enabled you. Oops. Fake out. I forgot that thing gets fake out. Yeah, it doesn't go well for him. Yeah. This is a cool thing, but it's a 2-mon interaction that's not actually that good. The Wheezing Galar with Toadscruel. It's just, it's too niche. Like, you need to be running a whole team for it, really. High horsepower. Because otherwise you're kind of just messing with your own abilities for no real reason. Because you're only getting value out of it whenever those two are standing next to each other. And otherwise you're getting less value out of Toadscruel and you're getting less value out of Wheezing Galar. So that's really, like, my biggest gripe about these two. I don't think they're very good, especially in a draft format. Because when you can easily build a team around them or build a team that they fit well into, then they're a little bit better. like Galar in a Slacking team or a Regigigas team. Something like that. Then it's a little bit better. But in a draft format, these just aren't as good. You're drafting Galar because you want to mess with your opponent's abilities, but then you have to keep it alive. And with the option to double into keeping things alive is a whole lot harder. It's good into ladder because most teams expect to have their abilities. That is true. You make a good point. A lot better in ladder because it's kind of an anti-meta pick, right? Yes, but in draft you can know and you can prepare for. So in draft it's just it loses so much value. Moving on. I said that we would watch the X-Term battle next. We can come back to VGC in a little bit. This is X-Term versus Pyro. I don't recognize Pyro. I recognize Extermination. He's been around a little bit. But we're back in singles because this is Oeste. Yes, Oeste. It's kind of its own archetype because it doesn't turn off every ability. True. Yeah. Oh yeah, Eric. We're gonna watch we'll watch your battle next. I'll need to find it again. Like the Califorms forms have their ability still under neutralizing gas? That's crazy. You heard Oeste woke up again. We got Extermination and Pyro. Has Pyro been around? I don't recognize the name. I recognize Extermination, but I don't recognize Pyro. Terrabug. Oh, Terrabug. This thing. Give me hugs. Taunt for Sticky Web. Might have just died for no reason, though. Rapid Spin, Speed Boost, Terra Shell. Taunt ended. Endure. I'm curious about the Endure play. Rapid Spin, more speed. Intimidate, Earth Power. Yeah, that just kills. If you're not running Earth Power, what are you doing? Is it going to Endure again? Oh, Custat Berry. Endeavor. Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense. Right under O2 lose game. Gotcha. Endure, Custap, Endeavor. Yeah. I forgot that was a set. I know about this set. I just forgot about it. Nasty Plot, Terrifier. Scale Shot. Not loaded dice? Man. Psychic. Notices spikes, but put it exactly in Custap range? That's crazy. I did not notice that. Iron Valiant's kind of scary. We got the Moltres back. Terra Water. Yeah, it makes sense. Roar. Roar. Oh, that almost one-shot? Oh, because it's all physical defense. I forgot. Straptor's just all physical. Back into Zarude. Is this the Flamethrower? What's it going to hit it with? Terra Blast, yes. Roar. Back into Valiant. Back into Zarude. You might be scared of setup. Can Valiant just not deal with Moltres? Oh, it has it's Moonblast and close combat and stuff like that. U-turn. Into this guy, Deontay. Mega Deontay. I stand by this. Mega Deontay is fake. It's a fraud. It's not that good. I think losing the defenses... I don't think Deontay in general is very good. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Iron Valiant comeback. I might have spoke too soon, but... Jeez. Big congrats. I wasn't sure he was going to pull it out. Terra Deontay over Mega Deontay. Yeah, also, I do kind of agree with that, yeah. Like, losing the defensive stats, I feel like, can be a kind of a deal breaker. Yeah, Terra Deontay is heaps better, yeah. I mean, getting the attack boost can be good, but this was after Xterm made fun of me for allowing Terra Chomp and Terra Dio Speed. Oops. Oops. I wonder what Terra Bug was for. Probably this. I don't know. I don't understand Terra types. Congrats, Pyro. This one, yes. Eric versus Excavalier. Ooh, Kartana. I love Kartana. I'm not gonna lie, I love this thing. It's got like a massive attack stat for no reason, and then a decent defense stat. Everyone expects it to be super frail, and then you can live some weird stuff that you wouldn't expect to live. We're going from the perspective of Eric. I want to see how Eric does. Both your goats in one battle. Yeah. This was Excavalier, that's right. Eric and you have the same front three. You have it in a different league. Which three? I assume this thing. What's it? Raging Bolt. Pretty cool mon, honestly. I'm a fan of Raging Bolt. I wasn't at first, but it warmed up on me. Hippowdon. Bolt, Palafin, and Cinderace. Ah! That's a pretty good core. I see it. Yeah. Alright. I really hope it's Scarf Kartana. Like, max attack Scarf Kartana. You're leaving sleep time? Alright. See ya. See ya, Regice. Rillaboom. Kartana? What's Kartana gonna do? Is it Swords Dance? Hold up. It's Leftovers? No, that was the Grassy Terrain. I'm stupid. Bulk Up. Okay. I don't think I've seen a Bulk Up Tornadus before. Okay. Eject button. Nice. Destiny Bond, Mega Banette. Yep. Doesn't it get Prankster when it Mega Evolves? Believe so. Bulk Up. Oh, probably because of the amount of physical attackers. Will-O-Wisp into Hippowdon. I don't know what Hippowdon's doing here other than enabling this guy, Excadrill, because it gets Sand Force, yeah. Yeah. High horsepower picks up the kill, and we're kind of even. Palafin's still kind of scary into this team. Landorus, Boltbeak gets immune. Excadrill. The balloon actually might come in clutch, except for the Grass Knot. Never mind. Rapid Spin? Oh, for the outspeed. Then Iron Head. Didn't get the flinch. Unfortunate. Lando I might just pick up... No, it didn't outspeed. Oh, this thing's fast. I forgot. Door. Yep, Life Orb. Disappointing to not see Choice Band. Or excuse me, Scarf. Leaf Blade. Yeah, Flamethrower's just gonna kill. It has 0 special defense. Reflect. Yep. Boltbeak. Back into Torn Therian. Ooh, Healing Wish? Oh, kind of wasted. Unfortunate. Brick Break to break screens. Nice. Terra Electric. Does it get an electric move? There was a Kartana reverse sweep in South, I believe. Ooh, I might watch that one. Although it is getting kind of late on my end, so I don't want to stay up forever. Ooh, berry. Oh, snap. What was that? What kind of berry? Rindo berry. That's crazy. Liquidation does a good chunk. Yeesh. That's heat. Rindo berry. I'm a fan. Yeah, it was marked. No, I don't think it was marked. I don't think it was marked as a highlight. That's crazy. Eric, congratulations. That's a great battle. Oh my goodness. I love the Palafin set. I'm really bad. I want to be better with berries. Like the... Oh, you have it marked as a highlight. Okay. You have that one marked as a highlight. Yeah, I wish I was better with the damage reducing berries. I just don't have that kind of prediction is the thing. Blood is not reading and I enjoy it. Angering pivot. Yes, this streaming kind of fries my brain after a little while. That's what I've discovered. Which one was it? All Grass Starter or Fancify? Was the Kartana reverse? I want to see. Ah, All Grass Starter. Nice. I remember them. They were in South last act. Ooh, nice. We got the Kartana here. Zygarde, also a very cool mon. I like Zygarde. I'm not very good with it, but Arcanine Hisui, Spidops. This is Terraband, correct? Is South still Terraband? Booster Energy, Substitute. Sludge Wave gets the poison. Flip turn, breaks the sub. Back into Arcanine Hisui. Swampert, resist the head smash. Is it not Rockhead? It's Flash Fire. Why is it Flash Fire? Weird. Tap Coco Defog. Oh, Rocky Helmet. Oh. My bad. I didn't read. I don't read. You are correct. I'm actually illiterate, guys. I've been meaning to tell y'all. Yo. I don't even know the format of the South is. I'm sorry. I got a life outside of Draft League. Okay. Volt Absorb, nice. You're late. It's all good. I think we already watched your battle though. Because that's, if I remember correctly, MVP, right? Milan now. Sticky Webs gets up. Spidops. Will-O-Wisp? Do you not have Nightshade? What? I'm confused. I guess Will-O-Wisp to try and burn the Sneasler, probably. Yeah, we already watched your battle, MVP, sorry. There will probably be a VOD, though. If I remember to upload it. Head smash. Hey, do you think that was? Do you think it wasn't Rockhead? Y'all, why do you think it took the damage? Leech Seed, Celesteal is so annoying to play against because of Protect. Roost, Tapu Koko. It's pretty standard, I think. Please do, lol. Seed Bomb does basically nothing. Back into Blastoise. Substitute, I wondered. Sludge Wave doesn't do that much. Flip turns back out into Sneasler. Is it Electric Seed? Heat. Electric Seed on the last turn possible. Ooh. That was brave going for a sword stance there. Jeez. Yep. Oh, outrage. Reading the switch. But now you're stuck into it. Arcanine goes down. Tapu Koko comes back out. Thundurus, I assume for Volt Absorb stuff. U-turn into Swampert. Focus Blast picks up the kill. What are you doing to Focus Blast? Yeah, this Thundurus. Yeah, knockoff. I assume Scarf Kartana? Maybe? No, Life Orb. Okay. I assumed he would try to go for Scarf for Sneasler. Oh, wait, no. Kartana outspeeds... No, it doesn't. I just can't read. Yeah, Scarf for Sneasler or something. Seed Bomb? Seed Bomb's physical, I think. Yes. Yeah, I'm thinking of the right move. So Kartana wouldn't take that much. But yeah, here comes the Kartana sweep. Woohoo! Kartana! You'll run Scarf Cart eventually. It was my favorite set. I liked to draft it in Speed Tours. And just run it. Because you can... A lot of the times with Scarf, it's fast enough that you can run it without using a speed boosting nature, so you can have a bigger attack stat. So you're outspeeding and you have max attack stat. That was what I liked about it. But I also like Choice Band Kartana whenever you're the fastest thing on the field, which isn't frequently, because normally if your opponent can draft good, Kartana is not going to be the fastest mon on the field. That's just not going to happen. But when you can, it's fun. I just think it's kind of best with choice items. But yes, well played, all grass starter. Big fan. Do we have any more that we want to watch? I think I've watched one from every division, at least. It was 2 from South. I think we watched 2 from West, maybe. Timid sub, 31 attack IVs to get the beast boost. Click. The speed. Blah, blah, blah. I cannot read. Beast boost speed and click sword stance. Not considered sword stance Kartana. I don't know if I trust it that much. Because the beast boost, like, you have to get the kill for it first, right? And it's more useful to get beast boost attack, right? Sash speed boost. Only way to get speed boost is lowering your attack. Oh, timid sub 31 attack IVs to get the beast boost speed. Gotcha. I understand now. I just don't trust it. Do we have any more requests before I just start picking? Because I want to do a couple more. I want to do at least one more VGC. And if we have no other requests, because Regice left, I think, and I doubt that he'll watch the VOD. I am going to go back and watch these on my own time, though, just because I'm curious. Just an idea for sweeping while being able to swap attacks. That is a good point. Isaiah Eric's right here, and he's going to use that stuff on you this week. True. If no one's going to complain, I'm just going to pick my battle and get it over with. Because I'm actually pretty happy with my battle. The Prezi game? I did not. Your internet is dying? Dude, I noticed that you switched off the Lumios Battle City account. We'll watch the Prezi battle. Prezi... I know that Prezi is pretty good at Terraband. Cyclozar. Rapid Spin. Immune. Knockoff does a good chunk. Life Orb, goodbye. Nasty Plot comes out. Cyclozar is faster and picks up the kill. feel like you could have not wasted the Gengar, but whatever. Booster energy. Back into Salamence. Seismic Toss. Dragon Dance. Yeesh. Seems like 2 unnecessary deaths. Rock Polish Glamora. I'm a fan. And Power Herb. Neat. Rock Polish, Power Herb, Glamora. Always a fun set. I assume it's Unaware Clodsire, though. Iron Crown. Toxic Spikes gets the poison. Calm Mind Crown. Tachyon Cutter, is it going to do enough? It did not do as much as I would have thought. Just barely missing the kill, and then rest. Oh, Chestoberry, nice. Calm Mind, is Earthquake going to kill? It is. Mega Garchomp, Outrage. Ice Punch does a good chunk. Not as much as I thought. I would have thought Ice Punch Okos. Your internet gets better when you get back on the Lumiose Battle City account. Outrage kills. Back into Slowbro. Hurt itself in its confusion. Unfortunate. Ice Beam picks up the kill. And then it's just this thing, and this thing can't do anything. Yeah. Really just a pretty clean sweep from Prezi. Not worrying about the single thing of Toxic Spikes and just slowly taking out the threats. Very well played on Prezi's part. I think the Mr. Eric Flair just kind of lost this in the battle. I feel like his prep was fine. Like, this is a pretty heat set. It kind of loses to Unaware Clodsire, so he kind of needed to wait to pull it out until Clodsire dies, but then you have to go through the problem of killing Clodsire, and he doesn't really have a great way to do that. Like, Clodsire is just kind of hard to kill in general. It's best bet is probably Garchomp, but then you're having to rely on Mega Garchomp. So well played, Prezi. Well played, well played. I am just going to watch mine again, just because I want to relive it. And y'all can suffer. Do you want to see Regice versus me? Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. We gotta watch Regice first. I'm assuming he got clean swept because it's all four pointers and it was a 2-game set. And it's Muizard, and Muizard's good. For those who aren't aware, VGC, our VGC division, the lowest point cost, because we wanted to avoid top-heavy teams, the lowest point cost on the draft board was 4 points. And so Regice, what he did was he drafted all 4-pointers. His entire team, his entire draft is 4-pointers. I'm guessing he's just trolling. But if he gets a win this season, I will be very impressed. Thunderous Iron Treads into Spidops and Venonat. I really don't know what his plan is. Yeah, Regice Shuri and top heavy. You are correct. Iron Hud, Discharge. Deals a bit to Venonat. Sleep Powder. Okay. There is always that one troll. Yeah, because we had the what was it? The only normal types last act. Sleep Powder. Immune. Earthquake. Low Kick. Electrode. Earthquake. Almost kills. Foul Play doing a decent chunk. Finally wakes up. Double miss on the Windbolt Storm. Unfortunate. Almost picks up the kill. Helping Hand? For what? What's Helping Hand gonna do? The Dunsparce. Wimbolt Storm kills. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, trolls normally active and get all their games done. Yeah. It does kind of mess with stats. A little bit. Just a tiny bit. But it is kind of funny. If there's only one in like a given division, then it's probably fine. But Thunderous Iron Treads leads again. I'm assuming for the big spread moves. Still like Earthquake. I figured Sash Electrode. Eerie Impulse? Oh, right, that's an electric move. But first pick in a division with a money prize and still did it. Yep. I mean, mad respect to him for picking only 4-pointers. But just he's getting what he's kind of getting what he asked for in doing this. Yeesh, Boomburst actually did a good chunk. Protect, makes sense. First impression, nice. Yeah, I forgot we had a money prize too. Flare Blitz. He did get a kill. The 4-point team did get a kill. It got 2 kills. I stand corrected. Technically, it got a second kill. There was a second death. That's what you're hoping? Are you meaning to say that you're hoping to just keep the money prize to yourself? All right, 2 kills for the 4-point team. Exactly, yeah. Exposed. Okay, we're gonna watch my battle now. And then if anyone else has any more suggestions. Tinkaton I have found is actually like a crazy like semi-budget pick. I faked out the Electrode because I saw the Terra Ghost. Bleakwind Storm. I also wasn't super scared of Tornadus. Eject button to switch into Archaludon. So now I can come back in with Fake Out. Tailwind, big deal. Can't exactly expose Pivot because you're nothing if not extremely honest. Yeah, fair enough. Stamina Archaludon kind of carried me a couple times. Body Press doing a good chunk. Light Screen. It kind of felt like he prepped for special attacking Archaludon, which I just kind of didn't really run. I ran Thunder Wave, Body Press, Draco Meteor. Protect. Volt Switch doesn't quite pick up the kill. Rillaboom, which I'm a big fan of. It's not true. I kind of hate Rillaboom as a mon. I am beginning to love Tinkaton though. Tinkaton's pretty cool. Protect the Archaludon. Acrobatics into Tinkaton. Thunderwave the Roaring Moon. Did he just out himself? Pivot is European. What? Ogerpon comes back out. Terra Water. I forget why I Terra Watered here. Oh, it was for acrobatics. That's right. And I didn't have a reason to. That was just kind of... No, I Terra'd for the special defense boost and to cover for acrobatics. It was both. I don't think the Sped F boost actually really mattered for this game. But... what are y'all talking about? Oh, Europeans. Fire enough. Game 2. I like game 2 because I actually used Cottony. It wasn't actually that impactful, but I did use it. I did bring it to a game. The Electro just kind of immediately tried to Volt Switch, but it turns out that if you're running a Eject Pack, you can stop Volt Switch. And then I encored the Volt Switch to get the defense boost on Archaludon, which also happened to trigger the Citrus Berry, which I forgot I had. Increasing my defense, because I was expecting to be able to live the high horsepower a lot better. And then I got crit and then missed the T-Wave. That sucked. Prankster Charmed in order to try and keep the Archaludon a little bit alive. I let the Cottony die because it kind of wasn't actually that useful. I'm probably never bringing it again, to be honest. Protected my Fake Out. I believe Encore makes them target the same slot as well, yes. Trying to show my VGC prowess. I'm just proud of this game. I felt like I played really solidly. I got kind of unlucky game 2. I felt like I could have won in 2 games, but I didn't. Yeah, that did a good chunk. Speed drop was unfortunate. Play rough there. And then he high horsepowered the Tinkaton, which I was like, okay. Letting me get a lot of damage on the Rillaboom. But the Shifu is kind of a problem. And then the play rough missed. I forgot about that. Insurgent's real format? No. Lies. Yeah. Yeah, game 2 kind of sucked for me. Play rough miss was really unfortunate. I don't know if it would have OHKO'd, but it very well could have. Play rough does a good chunk of damage. Oh, hey, VGC guy lost. I lost a game 2. Would the play rough have killed? I don't know. I really don't know, and it doesn't super matter in the end, I guess. If it had killed, then I would have won in 2 games. But what's funny is that I have the Rain team, and then I kind of just didn't bring Rain to 2 out of the 3 of these games. I tried to fake out the Tornadus, but then he set Rain for me. I set Tailwind. Tinkaton switches out. And then I just, I kind of just have 2 delete buttons in front of him. And it was just a little over from there. Like, bop, bop. ADHD brain half watching these games. That's fair. I mean, honestly, this is just self-indulgence. Play rough obviously kills, 4x effective, and it's freaking Ogerpon. And then that kills. I was a little surprised at that one shot, to be honest. But, yeah. Game 3 was much quicker. But I did win. Yep. Add a standing tab to the stream dock just to see stuff. That wouldn't be a bad plan, especially if we could hide it for, avoiding spoilers. For people that don't want spoilers. Specifically for, playoffs, because when we get to playoffs, I'm going to try watching all of the matches. Especially, maybe not quarters, but semis, for sure. I want to try watching every single match. And then same for finals. I've been thinking about trying to make a big thing out of finals, but I don't know what my schedule is going to look like. There's definitely a couple weeks. I'm vacationing a couple weeks this summer, so there might not be a stream at all. A couple of the weeks. But I don't remember where that falls. Hopefully not during playoffs. And if it is during playoffs, I'll just get Pivot to do the stream. Oh, yeah, Pivot and O2 stream. Good point. Separate tab, just like the back end. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't notice the back end part. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't read that. A Pivot and O2 stream would go kind of crazy. And it would be just as janky. Probably for a different reason, though. But it is almost 10 o'clock my time. So I'm probably gonna... Pivot just gonna fart on stream. I pray not. Well, that was all I had. It is getting late on my time, so I'm just gonna end the stream here, I think. So, thanks for joining us. I will make sure to get the VOD posted, hopefully tonight. Yeah. See y'all. Bye-bye.